Hello and welcome once again to Mashinky. So in the last episode we set up a bit of a transport network. So I do like the way this looks. I think it looks like a proper transport network rather than just sort of point to point constantly. However, we are going to be setting up a little bit of point to point in this episode just to help us get a few resources. So down here we've got a tool forge, I believe that's the tool works rather, and we've got a coal mine and another coal mine quite nearby. So we're going to get both of these pushing coal into this tool works just to speed up our production of coal tokens. So we're going to have a station here, make that a double. There and station here. Now this particular one I'm going to make long enough to hit that city as well, and I'm going to go there. Now I am going to get rid of some of this mountain just so I can move around it easier. Thing. Right. Perfect. Little snaking path. Another piece of station across the back there. And that lets us do that. You there. We can add that to there, and that can go up to there. I will definitely need to add signals and stuff if I keep all this track where it is. I don't know if I will, but that should actually do to separate the trains onto their actual tracks. Now this, I want to have a waiting room added, just so that I can catch more of that city. And the same with that one. So we're going to do the passenger first. I think we'll use the Baldwin and some coaches this time. 2 coaches. Yeah, they have an 18 capacity each, so there to there please. Start you going. We'll just use porters for the coal though. So that's going to go to there and then down to there. There we go, we've got all the trains on the right bits of track. So this one's going to grab a few passengers, give me some extra cash, and these two are going to grab all the coal and go to and from this tool works, which will give me an extra bit of coal income. Perfect. Quite a good setup, I think that. Now I'm going to go on the max speed setting for a little while, just to build up some cash. Sorry about that guys, just had to pause for a moment, a bit of a coughing fit. Yeah, so this will earn us that little bit of extra coal. Now the other thing we can do, I can build a bit of an extension to this. I I can build the heating plant eventually once I get enough timber, and that will sort of produce more coal tokens for less coal. So at the moment it uses 3 coal tokens and gives me, or it uses 3 coal to give me 1 coal token. And by using the heating plant I can use 5 coal and get 2 tokens. So it's basically, you know, instead of using 3 per one, I'm using 3 for one and then 2 for the second. Which, you know, isn't a brilliant saving, but it is a saving. I think my trains are doing quite well with the amount of cash I'm earning. Got 25 people waiting at that station. I want my trains as full as possible, so I mean those 2 are a bit close because that one's picking up no passengers. Yay, that weird system I made is working. Although it's making that train wait a long time. Moves eventually. Okay. How are we doing for this forest? We've moved 189 of the timber so far, which isn't bad. And wow, look at that, we've got a lot of coal suddenly, so having these guys run is definitely helping. And we have another one just there. Do I want to set up another one to grab from here? Why not? We've got enough cash to do that, so... Now, I know it's a shorter station, but these trains are quite short, so not really worrying too much. And we'll add depot straight behind it. So there we go. We get a reward for both of these because we finished them. Lovely. We now have enough to instantly advance our era. However, I'm not going to do it until we're right up against the time to the next era. So, because otherwise I'm wasting 5 years, sort of thing. And I may as well use those 5 years to earn as much timber and coal as possible, and cash. So I don't see the point of rushing. Now we've got 2 more coal spots close to our current circuit, but I don't want to add those in yet. What else could I do? I could build another circuit around here. Connect these 4 cities together. Yeah, that'd be good. I can also put that coal into that tool forge there. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Now, I don't want this station too close to this forest. You know what, we'll go up there. I do want it close to this coal because I do want to pick up that coal, so... that one will be alright. Go straight past that city. some of the mountainous terrain around there. Get it costing as little as possible. Oh well, misjudged that just a little bit. Another little bit of a system going. So we want, once again, a depot there. Excuse me. Now, I do want to build some extensions for some of these cities because they're very much out of their range otherwise. Also finished another quest. I'll build at least 3 extensions. There we go. So that's now been done. We'll go on the slowest speed for a minute just while I add these trains in. There's the 4 stations. Now the next thing I'm going to need to do is signal up everything because otherwise it ain't going to work. To add 2 signals there we go. Excuse me. Now, you do use coal a lot more than you use the timber because there are some trains that you can use coal as a fuel source, of course, rather than money. So, getting a decent supply of coal tokens is quite beneficial because it will lead you to having some faster trains and things like that in the future. Perfect. Now the other thing I could do is from that tool station come down and reconnect to here. You know, for that I think I'm going to use a tunnel. No, I'm not, because tunnels are expensive. Okay, instead I will edit that little bit of terrain there, that little bit of terrain there. And we'll just go up over the mountain a bit. There we go. Nope, other way. So that train is going to go from this station Really? That station. There we go. If for some reason it won't click what you're clicking, if you just hit the space and switch between game modes, it normally solves any problems that you're having. I have found that if you spend too much time in a single game mode, some things will stop working. And so that's a quick solution to help fix that problem. Okay, so there we go. We've now got two transport systems, surprisingly close to each other actually at this point. I wonder if I have a separate train just connecting the two. Wow, we've got a lot of logs at that station. Tell you what, we'll have another one of these with 3 of them. In fact, let's have 2 of them. Speed up just so they get on the actual tracks quicker. Wonderful. Why have you been stopped for what? Ah. Because I'm an idiot and that signals the wrong way. That's better. See, that's what happens when you mess up. So when you get little pop-up messages, have a look at them because they are normally important. Move that. Move that. Because we've got a lot more trains now on this line, I want 3 dedicated stations handling this bit, and these 2 can once again have their own personal platform at the end. I think that just works a little bit better. Because we do have quite a lot of trains stopping at this station, so having more places for those trains to stop just makes a little bit of sense. We're once again earning cash quite quickly. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Again, just had to pause for a bit of a coughing fit. I've been feeling a little bit ill for the last few days, which is annoying. There's a bit of a flu going around at my workplace and I really don't want it. Right, we are getting closer to our sort of cut-off date, so I just have to be cautious of that because I don't want to get too close and forget about it because that won't end well. We've got 34 passengers. Oh, there's another train right behind you, so that's fine. These ones still seem a little bit close, actually. Right, the other thing is I've not added any more to here yet. So wow, we've got a lot of build-up of passengers actually. And I'll set the speed to maximum just so that I can get a bit of a distance between each train. I think one more. There we go. Bit of a distance between each of them. Should help reduce the number of passengers waiting at each station as well. Lovely. Now, the more passengers that get to a station, the larger the city will get as well. So it does make sense to get passengers moving because, you know, you get more out of it that way. Now this tool station, I would very much like to have a furniture workshop and a heating plant. Well, actually no, I don't deliver that much coal to that one. I think I'll put the heating plant at this one. No. There we go. So that will now increase the speed at which I can create coal tokens. And the one that I put over here will increase the amount of wood tokens that I create. And in fact, we're sitting at maximum of wood. So I think we need another one of these trains going from here to here. In fact, we're going to have two more. Help clear out that backlog that we've got going on. It might also be an idea actually. Tell you what, we will have an extension on this. This will allow unloading and loading to happen quicker. Although no, before I do that, we will add a bit of platform there and there, and then add another station across the top there. Could just do that. I'm wondering if I set up just a separate line for the sawmill portion, just so, yeah, I mean that would just make sense, wouldn't it? So what I'll do, remove that piece there, the trains speed up again. Click the wrong thing. So, what I've got now, these three trains have this station to load at, this station to unload at, and a very, very small turnaround. And then anything else has this station to drop off at and continues on that way. I think that actually works quite well. It will speed up these timber delivering trains quite a bit, I think. Yeah, I think that works well actually. Now I might want to increase how quickly these can turn the logs into lumber. What train has been stopped for a while? Why have you been stopped for a while? Just carry on. Right, ignore the signal. Carry on. I don't know why you're stuck. Just because it wanted to be stuck, I think. I'll keep an eye on it and see if stuff gets stuck around there again. I mean, I could remove that piece completely actually and have a closed system for these. No, but I want a way in and a way out, because otherwise I can't get new trains on the system or out of the system, so... Ooh. Now why did you do that? Not that it matters so much, but why did you do that? And that one did it as well. Okay, that's just weird. I give you your own system and you mess around. What? Okay, maybe I should take away that bit of extra track. Otherwise the trains keep going in weird directions. You know what, it's working, it's getting through the backlog, there's no trains sitting there waiting for ages. I'm gonna let it run. But, wow, we have actually built up a lot of cash, which I am quite happy about. Now what I'm going to do is use that cash to get rid of some of the mountains and stuff around us, because as we start the next era, new production facilities are going to pop up around the map, and I would prefer them to pop up on level ground. So the more mountainous terrain that I get rid of now, the less mountainous terrain there is for these new places to pop up on the map. Which will help us in the long run, because building bridges and tunnels and so on and so forth can be irritating. go. Wow, look how much coal we're producing. I am happy with that. How far are we? We're halfway on this forest here. Which is bad because I think we've only got like 2 years left. Ooh. That is quite bad actually, isn't it? Tell you what, I will build a new depot just here and connect it together, because I was having trouble with this depot going round and the trains on this corner, so if I just have a new depot, won't have that problem anymore. And that particular train I want to turn round at some point, but I also want to add in a second track. Go. And we are going to make this a two-way system. So now I'll be able to have multiple trains on this system without them bashing into each other. Because that's something that you can do on this game. That's something that I've not mentioned. Trains can crash. So if two trains hit each other, big explosion, lose the trains, lose some of the track, I believe. So yeah, best not to do that. Unless you can afford to constantly buy new trains because your previous ones exploded. So yeah. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put an extension on this depot, and that will let us buy a new train, the 210 Russian. So we're going to have you, and you'll notice that this one actually costs coal, so it doesn't cost money to operate, it costs coal. And we're going to have the longer carriages here carrying logs. And we're going just above our maximum tonnage, but should be fine. And we're going to click on that train because we are copying the exact same pattern. And off you go. There we go, we're going to have 3 trains running on this. I am going to get rid of this train and replace it for one of these because these obviously travel a lot faster, and having this one on the system is going to slow down these two, which is something I don't really want. So, yeah. Start that one off. So we'll go on the fastest possible speed for a moment. Just waiting for this train to get up here. Once it's sort of in the station, I'm going to tell it to go to the depot. And it will unload and then head into the depot. From here we can sell it off. That should definitely increase the speed at which we empty this station of logs. Although look at that, it's already filling up again. But thankfully we've already got another train coming along. I might actually add a 4th train. Because I really want as much of this done as possible. we've got a big gap between these trains, so you know we can fit the fourth one in. And this will definitely help with the production of timber. But we are now getting very close to our sort of ending point. I'll just give you a view of these new trains. I think they are so well done. They look so amazing. But that's where I'm going to end the episode, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you're enjoying the series so far. I say series so far. This is the second episode. I think it's going to be a really quick series. This game, because it's not fully finished yet and fully fleshed out, as I say, there's only 3 eras. We're on the first era currently. Next episode we will probably hit the second era. The game, I believe, is planned to have 8 eras in total. So obviously, when you think we've not even got half of the eras yet. So hopefully by the end of it, once they've updated it fully, it will be quite a long game. But for the moment, it's a little bit short. It'll probably be 2 or 3 episodes per era to get things running. Obviously, the further into the game you get, the more complicated it gets. So, you know, that does add playtime. But let me know what you guys think so far. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see you next time.